Good morning, everyone. It is Julie. Just want to touch base with you. It's been a few days since I've been able to get on here. Um, and I just was going to go over kind of what we've done for the last few days for food. Last night we had dinner at church, and it was a pretty good spread. It was chicken and dumplings and stuffing, um, green beans. What? Oh, for the kids, they had chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese if they didn't want the chicken and dumplings. Dressing, not stuffing. Salad, rolls, and dessert. So it's a pretty good spread. I'll be taking some leftovers from that for my lunch today. The night before, I did not have time to film. I didn't get home until about 6 or 6:30, and then I was trying to make dinner. And my daughter and I, she worked so hard to help me. We did roasted potatoes. We made a double batch of banana bread, and we created a new kind of pasta salad. And I would say that if I had checked the pasta that I pulled out of the freezer, I should have tried it before we made the pasta salad, because all I should have done was, it was fine, but the texture was weird, and it had the cold water inside, from like the defrosted ice particles or whatever. So I should have cooked them again just to kind of bring them back to life, but that didn't happen. So that was not a meal that went over successfully. My daughter ate it. We figured out if you ate it with the stuff, with the chicken and the cheese and the tomatoes and the pickles. Yes, it's a new creation. And tomatoes. I thought I said tomatoes. Okay. And the dressing. If all that was in a bite, you're good. You couldn't taste anything weird with the pasta. If you ate just the pasta by itself, you could tell. My son decided just to eat the stuff out of the pasta and not eat the pasta itself. My husband opted to just not eat it. um, and then I also did the roasted potatoes. Unfortunately, because I was also doing banana bread, it took a lot longer to get them cooked. So when my daughter's bedtime was about the time the potatoes were ready. So my husband had potatoes for dinner, roasted potatoes. Before that, I don't remember what we ate Monday night. Probably just leftovers from the salmon and the stuff that we had the night before. The cucumber tomato salad, all that kind of stuff. I don't have anything planned for tonight. We will have some leftovers from church. I always try to give you guys some way that you can save money. Last week I mentioned, and I did go over my budget this week because we ate at church last night. So just FYI, we were right at $80. I went over. But I try to each week give you some kind of idea of a way to save money. And I mentioned last week that when we go to church, we bring our leftovers home, and we're probably the only family that does that. Another thing that we do, this is not a guarantee. I mean, you want them to be able to guesstimate how much food to make as closely as possible. You want no leftovers left. You want everybody to get fed, plenty of food with no leftovers. Chuck, really? You're excused. That was a good one, though. Sorry, guys. That's my son being a teenager. Um, okay, where was I? So, one thing that we do, if there are leftovers at church, if there is an abundance of something left over, they try to give it out to anyone who wants it. Okay? At the end of the night, if they try to give it out to everyone who wants it, and they still have some left, and it's still there, they will throw it away. So after we eat dinner first, then we go to class. So after class is over, they're trying to get everybody out the building. It's time to leave. It's late. We just stop by the kitchen on the way just to see if there's anything they're going to throw away, because we don't want them to throw away food. So let's see. So last night we brought home leftovers, brought home a huge meal for my husband. They were having some extra, so they put extra in a box for him. So this is his dessert that they gave us, 2 pieces of pie. They had multiple kinds of pie. He's not really a dessert person. I'm sure the kids will enjoy it. This is my lunch for today. There's salad in one, and chicken and dumplings, and dressing and green beans in the other. Hey! In this bag, we have leftover dressing. And in these 2 bags, this one and this one, there is leftover salad, even some extra croutons. And then in this bag and in this box are green beans. Guys, this is a lot of food. Salad, green beans, lots of green beans. This is a lot of food that would have just been thrown in the trash can. I am not one of those that has to go dumpster diving or is even intrigued by the idea of dumpster diving, okay? Sure, you can find lots of great stuff, but if I can get it before it goes to the dumpster, that's great. So just an idea. I mean, they're not out anything. They're not doing anything different than they would do any other day. So yeah, this morning's breakfast, the kids are now done. But I had to make more, I didn't have to. I made more banana bread this morning. They both like the end pieces, which I think is crazy. Are you guys team end pieces or team middle? I like the middle. I like the soft, you know, the good. But they had nice hot banana bread, and then they had grapes. That was their breakfast. Was it good? Now, I will say, this time of year, you'll hear me mention banana bread a lot because it's an easy, quick gift to make for people or to take for something, a side item for a function or anything like that. I was making more this morning. I have one tray set up over here. I'm hoping in the next 10 minutes, these loaves of banana bread I just took out of the oven will be cooled off. So I need to get them sliced up and put on a tray like this. Our church partners with a public school that is close by, and it's not a mandatory thing. You gotta be really careful about partnerships with public schools where it's completely a volunteer basis. We're not doing anything with the kids. It's basically having prayer partners for the teachers, for the faculty, for the staff, for the janitorial staff, for the people who work in the lunchroom. I think maybe even bus drivers, I'm not sure. If they want somebody to pray for them, then people at our church volunteer to team up and with our prayer partner, and we give them like encouraging cards every month and just little things. And then they will also give us some cards and be praying for us in return. It's not a mandatory thing, but we're helping out with a lunch for the teachers today, a Thanksgiving lunch, but it's going to be mostly, you know, snacky food. So I have one tray of banana bread ready to go. These literally just came out of the oven right before I hit record. So I need to get them cut up and put on another tray before we leave in, like I said, 10 minutes. Don't think it's going to happen. But that's where we are. So yeah, I don't have to worry about much of dinner because we have salad, we have green beans, and there's some dressing. Maybe I can pull out some chicken and thaw out real quick. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we can open up a thing of canned chicken and mix it with the dressing. Because I do have some chicken. I think there's one up here. Let me see. Did it get moved? There it is right there. There's one thing of canned chicken. I have some more in our bedroom. We don't have a good place to put canned goods, and when I ran, like I said, last year was the first time I ever did canning. Ran out of room, so I've been putting it in my room on a bookshelf. Just hope the bookshelf never breaks while I'm sleeping because I'm right under it. So yeah, that'll be dinner tonight. Green beans, salad, dressing, and then whatever protein I can come up with quick. And then we'll think about tomorrow tonight. So that is where we are. Just want to touch base. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.